from Denver, here's Carol Simpson.
The World Youth Day celebrations here in Denver officially ended earlier today, but Pope John Paul's business here didn't. In one of the most significant and most political audiences of his visit, the Pope meets this evening with 16,000 Vietnamese Catholics. It is a first-of-its-kind papal gesture intended to send a message to millions of Catholics suffering under a hostile communist regime. For many of the Vietnamese Catholics who traveled to Denver, the pilgrimage began at small churches like Our Lady of Vietnam in Silver Spring, Maryland. Services are conducted in their native language. The religion they brought with them is important to the refugees.
If you have God in your life, then you can have everything.
They traveled from all over the U.S., Canada, Europe, and Australia for this special meeting with the Pope and to celebrate the unique customs of Vietnamese Catholicism together. No Pope has ever visited Vietnam, and the country's communist rulers have made it clear John Paul is unwelcome. So the Vietnamese Catholics who have gathered here see today's papal audience as a powerful symbolic gesture.
The people of Vietnam will see this as the Pope's way of expressing concern and empathy and support for the people of Vietnam, especially Vietnamese Catholics.
Most of the Vietnamese pilgrims are like the thousands of other young people who came to Denver. They enjoy rock music and dancing and just being with other kids. But this group carries a special burden, the knowledge that the 6 million Catholics who remain in their homeland cannot practice their religion freely. That burden unites the 300,000 Catholics who have fled Vietnam since the Vietnam War ended.
Our people went through a lot, with the war and then just starting all over again. And so I think religion and God is kind of like our hope, something to grab onto.
To the Vietnamese, Duc Maria Me Chua Quito.
If the Vietnamese back in Vietnam heard about this and what he is saying, they would be very, very inspired, very strengthened to know that they are not forgotten, because I'm sure in a country where they're suppressed all the time, it is very, very easy to give up, very easy to despair.
In his message to the Vietnamese, the Pope is pledging his spiritual support and constant prayers that they will keep up their courage and keep their faith. That's World News Sunday. From Denver, I'm Carol Simpson. Good night.